Hello everybody, welcome back to the Dwarves. We are just setting out with Tungidl to get over here to bring back the stuff of Gorin. I think that was his name. So let's go ahead, we have to follow these lines all the time and that's going to be just fine. Head over there.
You reach a small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight. But a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and achy. Trying not to feel sorry for yourself, you throw your rucksack over your shoulder. You're a dwarf, and dwarves don't complain.
So yeah, as I suggested, every time you move ahead, that's going to be one day, taking one of your provisions away. So I would like to find out what is happening over here, because there's a question mark, and that means something. We don't know what by now, but we'll figure it out. I wonder if these lines are showing you. No, they're not. I thought maybe they show you where you've been already. Because normally I assume you would never get over to here. But we'll try to keep that in mind to explore a little bit around there as well.
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
Well, and apparently there are random encounters on the way. Is sneaking up, we are dwarf, we are not for sneaking, right? Let's just go ahead.
When you see the blood on the ground, you try to convince yourself it's from an animal that just happened to be killed on the road by a hunter. You know this is improbable, and your hope disappears completely when you see two human bodies lying in the flattened grass.
Well, that doesn't sound very healthy. Maybe we'll get it to fight right away. I would like to see what Tungidl actually can do. Well, dead bodies always means that there is a murderer as well, so why not? It would be a nice start for our adventure. Yeah, pressing space, just remind yourself and myself, is showing you points of interest. And there are dead bodies. Examine the bush, please.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's not much.
A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colors of Tungidl the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 magi. The dead man must be one of Tungidl's famulae. You don't see any wounds.
Okay. Dead and no wounds? That sounds very much like magic, doesn't it?
Ivrakis.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
That actually sounds a little bit like the weapon that Syntheros was using in the introduction. Small, narrow, too big for arrows. I hope they're not around.
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover.
Well, there are more bodies laying around, but let's check on here.
Nothing again.
You halt. There is something.
A rucksack. Did someone hide it in the bushes, or was it thrown in there?
Yeah, why would we leave it behind? Search for it.
You open the rucksack and recognize that someone has already rummaged through it. As well as some implements and writing utensils, you find a pouch full of gold and a talisman. The gold is proof that this is not a case of robbery.
Well, take the talisman.
Warmth and a feeling of security flush through your body as you touch the talisman. You feel safer just holding it in your hand.
I'm taking you with me.
Well then, also the gold. So what kind of talisman is that? If we feel good about holding it? When damage is received, there's 50% chance of reducing the damage by 50%. That's actually not bad. And, okay, we have to equip things like this. Well, why shouldn't we, right?
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him. Was he trying to defend himself against something? Or someone? There is no blood on the sword.
Yeah, I think we should flip him over as well.
The man has the same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon. But what that weapon might be, you cannot say.
Last thing for now to observe would be that rucksack.
A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly.
Yeah, I'll search that
You
one.
find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital, to Lot-Yonan's vaults.
Does this mean that Turga the Fair-Faced is in Parista and wanted to send Lot-Yonan a message? And if so, why didn't he use magic? Did he want to contact him without anyone noticing? Why all this secrecy?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, what we have been contacted by Nudin. Why are there actually even messages sent as well? Well, nothing we can do about that right now, I guess. We can't go into
You
this
scour
area.
the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
We looked at everything. We can look for further clues. We can bury the dead. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Let's do that. I mean, you can't just let them lay around over there. Might be a little bit of work, might cost us a little bit of time and maybe provision by that.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue on your way so as to put a few more miles between you and your grisly find before night falls.
So yeah, well, it cost us one provision, but I think that's fine. It's a good deed, isn't it? Yeah, it should be. So let's go on. Nothing happening on this path, so let's head inside that small city, I would assume.
You see a flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire.
What can we do? Approach the fire audibly so that you don't frighten anyone. Sneak closer. Yeah, we already said we are not going to sneak on anything as a dwarf, right?
You walk towards the fire with confident strides until you finally make out 3 broad-shouldered men with axes. 2 rabbits are sizzling over the fire. The men are joking with one another, but you can only understand the odd word. They haven't noticed you yet.
Well, we can get out of there. And keep... we just approached there. I mean, they're just hunters, most likely, right?
Once you reach the edge of the firelight, you say amicably.
Greetings. My name is...
The men jump up and grab their axes.
Who's there?
Well, I'll be. Is that a groundling?
The men look you over suspiciously.
Yeah, I'm a traveler. Yeah, that's actually...
My name is Tungidl. I'm only a traveller who would have nothing against a warm fire and some company.
Okay.
A groundling wants our company.
We are honest, hard-working men. Why would we have anything to do with groundlings? Be off with you.
The man strengthens his grip on the axe and passes his tongue over his yellowed teeth while keeping you in his sights.
Somehow I have the feeling these guys are not very friendly. I have now put down the weapons, so I'll be forced to wield
Put
mine.
down your weapons or I'll be forced to use mine.
You threatening us, groundling?
Yeah. I can get it out of that. I could simply attack them. I rather don't attack them. I just want to scare them a little bit.
Now consider this. I am a dwarf with an axe, and I don't use my axe for cutting down trees.
The men are visibly unsettled and lower their axes a little.
Yeah, let's tease them, right?
The next morning, visions of axes, faces full of hate, fists and heavy boots flicker through your befuddled mind. Your first attempt to move fails when pain shoots through every bone, every muscle, and every nerve in your body. It's a long time before you manage to sit up and tend to your wounds in the early sunlight. There's no trace of the woodcutters. They must have thrown you into the undergrowth near the campfire once they were finished with you.
Yeah, that didn't work out as planned, but we got experience out of that. So, not the worst thing ever, right? Maybe. Yeah, that's it over here. Oh,
You
there's
reach the banks of the
movement over
water
there.
and can see Axeldale on the other side.
Oh, I skipped that one. Breath from white. The fishermen's boats go glide of the water which sparkles in the sun. None of the men seem to notice you while they throw out their nets. You see, you've seen that there is some movement over here. I haven't noticed anything like that before. A merchant. Okay. Actually, it's a dwarf merchant. I should drop by there, because we were hoping to meet new different dwarves as well. Call them and like to set over. We want to set over.
You call to the nearest fisherman. He looks across at you briefly before turning away and getting back to his work. You're going to have to find another way of crossing the river.
Well, they're not very nice, these people, are they?
You look at the cold, dark water. The current seems so strong that they could carry off even the most experienced of swimmers. And you aren't even a mediocre one. You once read a legend in a book. Elria, the goddess of water, did not like the children of the forge and cursed the dwarves, so that they would drown in any waters beyond their kingdoms. The main reason that dwarves avoid water to this day. You leave the peaceful banks of the river behind you and continue on your way.
Okay, that's an easy choice. Apparently, we can drop by over here, and if we want, we can go around. It's fine.
You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack.
Okay, yeah, let's go to the gate. I would like to see if we can trade some stuff around, maybe.
The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
Well, since there are orcs running around everywhere all over the place, at least that's what they told us, I can absolutely understand that you want to wear full armor and be a little bit protected over there. Maybe just a small village? I don't think there are too many of those guys, right? But we'll see about that in a second, I guess. Maybe for a change these people are going to be friendly, not like everyone else. Okay, let's just walk around then. A bit of fire over here to have a better view, I guess, for the guys.
There are small fires burning every 50 steps or so. They are intended to light up the area in front of the palisade in the night, so that orcs can't creep up to within an arrow's reach without being seen.
Yeah, as I expected. Next to that, there's not much to see on this outer area. No, basically no. So let's go ahead. What are these palisades?
Orc skulls.
You're not sure it's wise to taunt the beasts with the severed heads of their fellow kind.
No, me neither. But well, it's humans. They're not always smart. And they are
The
well
double gate
protected
is
over
made
there.
of strong planks, sturdy but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade. Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications.
Okay, let's talk, I guess.
Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there!
What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
I have not seen anyone. Yeah, let me in.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travellers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stayed closed once night has fallen.
There is certainly no regret showing in the man's face.
Well, that's not nice. We could stay alert. We could bribe them. UK doesn't make a very stable impression. I could take a look at it. I know about these things. We could lie a little bit, apparently. Yeah, let's lie to them. I want to get inside.
I'm a blacksmith. And a dwarf. Let me tell you, your gate might look solid, but it won't withstand a real orc assault.
The murmuring all around him makes the man pause for a moment. If anyone else had criticized the stronghold, they'd have been laughed down and shooed away. But no one understands defense systems like the dwarves.
A dwarf blacksmith who just happens to be standing in front of our gate?
Yeah. Of course, I'm responsible for the defense of the high pass. Yeah, there we go.
That's right. I can see to it that orcs crack open their skulls on your gate, just like at home on the high pass. Skulls that add up to hard cash for you.
You only know about the secondling stronghold from books, but you can see in the man's face you've pushed the right buttons.
All right then. You can spend the night in the village. You begin work tomorrow morning, and it had better work like you promised.
Of course. It's a trifle.
And so we are just lying our way all over the place. It didn't work out the first time. When we encountered the three guys in the forest, they just beat up us terribly.
After a meal, you spend the night in the comfort and shelter of a Goodwater tavern. The next morning, you feel fully refreshed. You strengthen the gate with cross braces of wood and iron, using your experience and skill. Now it should be able to withstand an attack for much longer. Mercenaries and villagers alike watch you work, clearly impressed. As you finish, a man approaches you.
Well done, dwarf. We were right to bring you into our village.
The village grew rich through bridge tolls, and this wealth must be defended.
Yeah. So, second time it worked out fine. Actually, we didn't lie completely because we managed to fix it a little bit, right? Okay, the gate is reinforced as promised, but now I need to go. If my work please you, I have nothing against payment. I don't want payment, I lied. I don't feel good about taking money for that. I just go ahead, I guess.
You're proud of what you've achieved in such a short time. You've even invested more time than was wise.
I was happy to help. But half the day is lost and I must be on my way.
A strong dwarf like you will always be welcome here in Goodwater. Be careful out there. Who knows where the orcs might be lurking?
Yeah, I hope for them not close to the village, otherwise we'll be probably just smashed and everything. We could go over here, I haven't been to that spot, and it just would cost us 2 days. Afterwards we could drop by over there. Maybe at some point we could trade, I'm not sure. But no, let's just go ahead. I think I would like to get to the location where we need to be.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs. But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vrakas has granted you one more day in Girdlegard. As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old.
Okay, set up the camp at the old fireplace, put up camp at the old fireplace and try to stay awake. Well, here's the thing. There are orcs around, otherwise these guys would not have the heads on the pikes. So I think it's going to be a little bit more safe to not just make a fire all over the place and hide.
You swing yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions. You sling your rope twice around your stomach and the trunk of the tree to stop you from falling accidentally. You close your eyes and dream. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade and Dragon's Tongue. But the harmony is interrupted by the hideous roar of an unending flood of orcs throwing itself unceasingly against the fortification. You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid fat of their armor on your tongue. The bitter taste becomes stronger until it's unbearable and wrenches you out of your dream. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness as a glance at the sky confirms that it's still night. Your eyes move towards the ground, and what you see makes the blood in your veins freeze.
Okay, apparently it was not the worst idea to get up there because something happens beneath us. And the dreaming of this orcs in this intensity actually makes me want to believe it might not only be a dream. At least not all of it. Curious to see how they implement it over here. Or what they implemented over here.
I am Sinthras of Son Balsur. My master, Nod On the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lord Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us is the leader?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnots and Bashkug.
The Kragnar Shore Tribe will conquer the most land.
Never! We will overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone!
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard.
Okay, that really doesn't sound healthy. And apparently Sinthras is still around. And is making some trouble for us. But now he's actually in our homeland. And I don't like that a little bit. Not even closest to liking that a little bit.
The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life. You spent every single moment afraid that you would be found and savaged by the orcs. But as the first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
Well, that is actually not the worst thing, though. And we are still alive, I guess. Let's observe a little bit longer, because I don't want to get down and get rushed by 5,000 million orcs.
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp, and you listen carefully for any noise. But you don't see or hear anything suspicious.
Well, then we get down there, I guess. Somehow. I'm almost certain that's not how that works. But okay. Let's not care about that. So, our luck is updated. The elf Sinthras ordered 3 orc warlords to cause unrest in the south of Girdlegard. You can't be everywhere at once, but perhaps you can stop 1 or 2 hordes and prevent the worst from happening. Yeah, me by myself, most likely. Let's check what these guys did over here.
Ugh.
You're overcome by the urge to vomit. You have, of course, heard the stories, but seeing with your own eyes that orcs actually do eat humans is a long way from just reading about it.
This is the place. I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace. Hey, Fuskar! In front of you! A grounding! Perfect for a spotted breakfast.
Yeah, well, that is what I actually wanted to avoid. I mean, if I don't know if we could have observed the area longer, and by that could have seen these guys approaching us. But now it's too late anyhow. Sorry, I had to make a quick cut there. So, I don't know exactly where I stopped. Maybe we could have avoided approaching them by staying up there a little bit longer, but now we're down here, and I could throw my axe and escape, because that doesn't sound like the worst plan. We have 2, 4, 5 of these guys, and I think there was a 6th one in the back, and we are just by ourselves. Or we could confront them. I think let's
You
throw
know
and
that
hide.
you're no warrior, but perhaps you can escape with a diversion.
Okay. That didn't work as planned, I guess. It doesn't look healthy.
Oink, oink, little piggies! By Barrowin's beard! How did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight! Hey, that one was mine!
You're just too slow, dear brother.
Too slow? Just wait!
So, I'm actually quite thankful for the help that we got over here. We are still being smoked though.
Yeah! Too easy!
Understood.
I really would like to Tungidl and Bundar. Actually, these guys, really nice fighters, they're twins. Just for you that don't know about it. And I really would like to stay alive here. Let's pause for a second. What do we have? Eruption. Bundar pushes back all enemies surrounding him with a chance of knocking them down. And the Mighty Blow we know already.
And what
What do
now?
we have here? The Leap. And the Blade Storm. A multitude of blows rains down on enemies in front of Bundar. Yeah, let's throw that one out.
Yes?
You, we need to get closer to our Tungidl.
Huh?
And just try to stay alive. Do we have to make use of that? I think it's just automatically happening. I'm not sure though. Okay, let's try that.
Hit you very hard!
You get
As
over
good
here.
as done.
So now we are closer together, and that should give us
Yes.
a little bit of
Yes?
protection,
What
right?
is it?
You might actually go ahead with that one again. Damage output of this guy is just fantastic, I think. Tungidl is a little bit on the bad side here. Use the thing. Oh yeah, it has actually cooldown.
And what now? What is it?
Should keep that in mind for next time using it maybe a little bit
All
more.
this will take my place.
Well, that's interesting. We are not allowed to die at all. Let's get an autosave going. Okay, that is interesting. You've been knocked out rather quickly. We apparently are not allowed to get knocked out because we are dead then. I thought maybe we get just injured and then have to heal up in an appropriate way. That's also one option. So what we need to do is get Tungidl and Bundar close to us so they can keep the enemies a little bit away from us. Because they just deal too much damage on a rather unexperienced dwarf like us. Anyhow, we'll see how that goes.
Huh?
So, we are actually starting half dead. That's the reason why we have the problems here. Okay,
What is it?
get in here.
Ah!
You
All
come
right.
over here as well.
Wild creature.
And
Yes?
Yes?
these enemies have to stay away from us.
Uh-huh.
Throw out your attack.
What is it? And what now?
You just clean up the area a little bit.
Huzzah!
Stay
Too
close
easy.
to Tungidl, please.
Huh?
Yes?
As good
Get
as
over here.
done.
And clean the area again.
What is it?
Uh-huh.
Why are you not cleaning the area as said?
What is it?
Tungidl again is on rather low health.
Yes?
Can we somehow heal him up?
And what
I don't think so.
now? Yes? What is it? All right.
Do we have any items that we can use? I don't think so. We need to kill 33 orcs, and actually, our health is not really allowing us to do that
Pavrakas!
much.
And what now? What is it? With pleasure.
We are healing up slowly, but by far not fast enough.
Huh? Huzzah!
And Tungidl again is running inside there without any kind of consideration.
Say goodbye forever.
In the area.
What is it?
This would be if he starts killing some.
He hardly put up a fight.
At once.
And Tungidl has to get closer to the other ones again.
Understood.
I think it would be a good idea to get somehow in a corner. Take that one out. You just take out whatever is around you. Okay, get over here in the corner as much as possible.
What is it?
Support Tungidl of doing so.
They're hitting me pretty hard. Ow! Another one bites the dust.
No, clean out over there. Don't push them closer to Tungidl.
Quickly,
And now,
as good
get
as
over
done.
here.
Yes?
And what now?
This guy has to die, and actually we can take care of everybody who is around us.
They're hitting me pretty hard.
So I think we are now in a much better position, right?
Quickly.
Attack!
Throw out your special
What
attack.
is it?
I mean, the only attack that
Who's
you don't have.
next?
Yeah, we are in an
What is
acceptable
it?
position now, and we are going to leave Tungidl a little bit behind
He
to heal
hardly
up.
put up a fight.
Somebody's shooting us at us. We should take care of that as well. And someone is a little bit of lighter. Plenty of these guys
Luck
shooting
for
at us.
you. Of course.
Jump in there.
I'm with you, you creature.
Okay, we took care
And
of
what
these
now?
guys. Please throw out your special attack.
Yes.
And
Say
support
goodbye forever.
Tungidl close.
And again. With pleasure.
Pavrakas.
Yeah.
We're getting close to our target.
Understood. End it.
Why are you not just killing him?
Ow! Another one bites the dust.
Yes.
Yes. Fire you. Luck for you.
Apparently we can just rush through all these enemies and beat them up.
Too easy.
There's one more.
On my way.
Yeah, this one seems like we won this time.
Bad luck for you.
Just a little bit of hitting, throw out the attack. Ah, no, of course nobody was around anymore.
Yeah.
Yes?
I didn't
Up.
hit you very hard.
On my way.
Say goodbye forever, creature.
How many more? 3 more somewhere hiding. Come on, just beat him up.
You. Who's next?
Understood.
Of course. On my way. Always go.
There we go. Good
On
remaining
my
2.
way. And what now?
To get in there.
Come here, you.
There we go.
And again.
That's the last one. Friendly fire actually is happening.
Oink oink. That's all. No more orcs.
Well fought, young friend. Do you happen to be Tungidl?
Well fought, but he fought like a.
Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindal Hookhand of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is my brother, Boindale Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you.
Call me Ironheart. Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
Well, these guys, the brothers apparently, came to find us. That's an interesting turn of events. I thought we were just traveling all by ourselves.
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabur sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's death in the Secondling realm in the south.
so he received the letter from my master. And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
Okay, interesting. So we might have found now finally dwarves that we belong to. What does the king actually want from me? That sounds like
Then
a fair
my family
question.
was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to...
The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's death. We should get going.
Okay, and there are more orcs around than I ever could wish for.
There was a meeting last night. The Elfar serve a certain Nod On who calls himself Lord of the Perish Land. They have enlisted 3 orc hordes to cause unrest in the south.
Did you hear that, Boandal? Peggy snouts!
The Elfar from Son Balzur and the orcs from Taboribor are working together?
And could ally with the orcs from the Perish Land.
The twins look at you solemnly. You all know what that would mean for the people of Girdlegard.
Okay, we gotta go.
We've
help
got
them,
to-
right?
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. But it's our duty to get you to the Ogre's Death Fortress in one piece.
I thought the duty of dwarves was to protect the innocent in Girdlegard.
Lot Yonan and King Broron will take care of the orcs. We 3 must be careful. You're not exactly a warrior.
But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's hope for him yet. So when you've got the chance to split a few orc skulls, you should take it.
I must fulfill Lord Jordan's order before.
I would be happy to follow you into the realm of the secondlings. In truth, there is nothing I would rather do. But first, I must travel to Blacksaddle and return some things to a former famulus of Lot Yonan.
Blacksaddle isn't exactly on our way.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf. Perhaps we'll be able to make a real dwarf of him on the way.
All right, we'll accompany you. The sooner we find that famulus, the quicker we can get back to the mountains.
I'll have to send Lot Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name. Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrum. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
They're making fun of me. But at least we got a few more guys with us now, and we managed to level up. That's not bad. We have Boandil and Boandal with us. Very nice. These guys are fantastic. And there we go with the leveling up system. We can choose between basically 2 things, or 2 sides that we want to go with. Let's see what that is. We have the sweep on the left side. I don't know if we have to follow this or if we can swap around like that. Anyhow, let's check. Sweep sweeps an enemy off his feet, or literal blow, dealing damage to several enemies and knocking them sideways. Leap attack, charge, damage boost, defense bonus, leader's will, increase the damage output of everybody, and double AP when we kill someone. And might, the force of Tungidl's actions and attack is raised significantly for a short time. I would like to have the cleave, because if we are standing close to a cliff, we can throw them out there. And there actually we can, you see, we can only choose for 1. And what do we find? We get provisions. That's really nice. 20 times provisions is very good. Healing potion. That is what we needed actually during the fight. A lot of gold. And talisman of healing. That's actually not bad. I would like to equip that as well. So, we are now a group of 3. Founding these brothers who are bringing us to the High King of the dwarves. At least they want to. There is a 9 beneath it. Why is there a 9 beneath it? I'm not sure, but we are going to find out in the next episode of the dwarves. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to have you with me to explore and to get on this rather epic journey of Tungidl, and nowadays also of Boandil and Boandal. Again, thanks for watching, and bye for now.